Stop comparing yourself to other grapplers or someone that is doing better than you. This is what's holding you back from becoming that person that you want to be, especially in jiu-jitsu. If you want to start being a content creator, just start creating. There's nothing blocking you from starting your content creation, only just your own psychology. And a lot of times in psychology, this references to the Pygmalion effect. This is where your higher expectations lead to higher performance and higher goals. And a lot of the times what happens when you start to fall into this Pygmalion effect is you start to compare, and it just ruins all your progress. You start to feel a little bit of imposter syndrome, almost like you're not good at jiu-jitsu at all. Let's say you're a bodybuilder, for an example. You could be really big and still have that body dysmorphia that you're always comparing yourself to other people, right? And you could literally have the best physique and still compare yourself to other people. Oh, this muscle isn't right. Just looking at the mirror, and you could be an absolute unit to somebody else, and then you look at yourself and think that you are awful. But truly, if you really perceive yourself negatively, how are you going to perceive anything else positively, right? Like, anything positive is going to come from anything negative. If you just replace those negative things with positive things, 100% you are going to grow and start being more confident in your own body. Just like if you were a bodybuilder, you'd be way more confident. But this isn't about bodybuilding, this is about jiu-jitsu. You can literally apply the same thing to other grapplers. But once you start comparing your skills to another grappler, then it's just going to mess up your whole game. Your whole psychology is going to feel ruined because you're not playing jiu-jitsu like your favorite content creator or your favorite BJJ athlete is, right? So why spend time in this comparison mindset when you could be out there rolling and making up your own game and figuring out things that work for your style, not worrying about other people's games? But even if you're a jiu-jitsu content creator and you do compare yourself to other people and look at other people's views and be like, oh, I make the same content, but they get more views than me. Well, it's just simply because they have been doing it longer, or maybe that style just works for them. It's not the same for everybody, right? Like maybe the whole reason why your videos are flopping is because you have a bad audience, or the people who follow you aren't liking your reels. That could be like personally on personal level that these people aren't engaging with your videos. That's just something to do with your own audience. But instead of moping around and being like, oh, they get more views than me, and just complaining, why don't you just figure out the problem to whatever that is? Even if you're a grappler, oh, why isn't this submission working? You gotta figure out why it's not working, you know what I mean? You really have to hone in and figure out the problems on why something is not working, rather than complaining about it, because it'll literally get you nowhere just complaining and being negative about something that you couldn't do. But you can do it. You just have to figure out why that something isn't working for you. Even all your top level grapplers, or all the people that you look up to in the sport of jiu-jitsu, they are just normal people living their lives, but the reason why it works out for them is because they put in the work to get to the spot where they got to. And you can 100% do that exact same thing. It's just you have to eliminate that comparison and start doing it yourself. You got to start feeling confident by doing these things. You got to cut out all those negative things that are happening to you and make them positive. Like even myself, as soon as I started making content, I would compare myself to other people or my favorite grapplers and be like, oh damn, they're getting so many views. Well, I realized that can be me too if I stop comparing myself and stop moping around and complaining about their higher position than mine. It just all comes down to your mindset and how you perceive things. If you perceive things all negatively, you're never going to see it positively. You're never going to become world champion. Everything's going to feel like shit to you because you don't manifest that positivity in your life. You could literally be jiu-jitsu world champion. You could be popular as fuck on social media, but yet you don't try because you just sit there and complain and compare yourself to other people and question why they're doing so good. You just have to find that purpose, bro. Whatever this is and whatever it means to you to either become a content creator or even perhaps jiu-jitsu champion, it's all due to your mindset, bro. You're not going to be champion or a really good popular influencer if you're just going to see everybody negatively and crap on everybody for making content, or you're the one that's making fun of people for trying something, you know? And to be honest with you, the world is just going to keep moving regardless, even if you do nothing. So if you just decide to sit there, mope around, complain, and just ruin your time, the world is just going to keep moving on without you, whether you like it or not. And you get to choose what you want to do with that time. You don't get to just waste time, because time is really limited. We're all going to die one day, and that's just up to you to fulfill your legacy and fulfill your goals, and use that time to not just sit around and work a minimum wage job, not to just sit around and be average, but to really just change that perspective in your mindset to nothing matters at all, to nothing matters, so what? And whatever it is you think about most, even the most positive or negative self, that is going to be the person who you decide to be. You are the person that is in control of your life, and you are the person who is going to be able to change that. And if you took some value, please be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos, and comment down below if you did take some value.